saw him from his first game. I think I was commentating on that game when he played here many moons ago. He's still around. I mean, the thing with Sangakkara, his legacy that will go down is that once he broke into the top 2 or 3 players, he never got out of that. You know, there might be 1 year or a 6-month period where his form might have dipped, but otherwise, for sheer consistency, you know, he's unmatched. You know, there are very few players you can bring. Tendulkar in that league, you know, where a kind of player, once he broke into the top 3, never moved out of there, and his record shows you that. He's got runs, you know, world over. He gets double hundreds for a pastime, literally. I think he's equal with Sir Donald Bradman. You know, we hope he stays there, you know, during the series, as much as you know, we love Sangha for the way he's entertained and been an ambassador for the sport. I think he's been a fantastic ambassador for the game of cricket, you know, and that's a legacy he'll leave behind in Sri Lanka. I think every Sri Lankan should be proud of what he's you know, not achieved just personally or for the country, but the way he's conducted himself in going around the world as an international cricket ambassador. I mean, you can call him as one of the statesmen of the modern game. His ability to adapt, his ability to concentrate, and his ability to you know, bat for long periods of time. You know, he had a wide range of shots. He understood his game fabulously well. Obviously, worked harder as any you would get, and you know, the simple ability to suss the conditions very quickly. Be it England, Australia, South Africa, West Indies, Colombo. I don't think both Mahela and Sangha got the accolades, you know, they should have got. You know, if both of them were playing for India, they would have been on top of a tree, or put up on top. You know, having said that, no one took an eye off him, especially Sangha, you know, because he was backed in the top 3, come in by the open or bat at 3, which is one of the toughest positions, and just pile on the runs, you know, and he had the ability to switch gears. You know, when the conditions were bowler friendly, you know, he would dig deep with his technique, you know, and cuts it out. And yet, the moment the conditions got batsman friendly, he would turn it on, and hence had that ability to get those double hundreds, because he had the ability to shift gears. You know, the moment he was batting with the tail, he might have been 120 batting, you know, with 3 wickets in hand, and suddenly you see him 200 batting, because he knew who to target. He was a master of managing his own game, and a truly great player.